should fuel not be cheaper in Nigeria than the fuel that they bring into the country? Because now Dangote's fuel that is refining here is more expensive than the fuel that they are bringing into the country.
Whose fault is that?
It's NNPC. It's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's the one that wants to start subsidizing Dangote.
Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu the MD of NNPC?
He's the Minister of Petrol. We must stop shifting the buck. The buck stops at his table. He must take responsibility for the failure in the oil sector. Every single inadequacy and incompetence in the oil sector, he's to blame.
So the cues that we are seeing today and the hike in the price of fuel, we should blame the president.
Yeah, of course. And you also need to know.
What about the deregulation?
You also need to know that these few cues that you are seeing, they are artificial.
Really?
Yes, they've been trying to increase fuel to 1.3 since February. Since February this year. That's when they've been. In fact, they wanted to increase fuel around June. It was because of the protests around end of June. It was because of the threat of the protests. That's why they paused and stopped. So they had wanted to create the artificial scarcity. If you recall, this artificial scarcity started since towards end of June. So it had always been in the pipeline. And I said it, you can go to my social media and check. I said, as way back as June, I said they want to increase fuel price to 1,002, 1,003. I said it since June. So there's nothing you are seeing today that we did not know. After all, we have friends in the system.
Now, if you look at what is going on, those who argue that the regulation is at play, the market forces are determining already, and this has been the fear of those who say if you remove subsidy, this is what will happen. But you now come around to blame the government when the market forces in the capitalist economy is at play.
My analogy is very simple. Before this government came, we're paying about 300 billion for subsidy cushion, right? Now we are paying almost about 1 trillion naira. Why? These are questions that need answer. They tell you, oh, it's because they floated the naira. Okay, now they import fuel. Even if they are importing fuel for no matter where, even if it's Brazil or anywhere they are bringing fuel, landing cost of petrol is 1,117 naira. Crude oil that we give Dangote in our backyard, Dangote says he wants to be selling fuel at 1.3. Come on. And you said I should be hailing Dangote? The fuel they go and refine from Brazil and bring here, landing cost is 117. Dangote wants to be selling his fuel at 1,003, and you said nothing is amiss. Definitely something amiss, and this is what these are the questions that Nigerians should be asking.
Where do you think we should go from here?
Well,
because the blame game won't solve the problem.
To start with, the president should resign as Minister of Petrol because he has no idea on what is going on there. Get a competent person.
But this is someone who has worked within the oil and gas sector for years.
The only experience he has shown since he became president is that he has helped Wando to acquire a major oil asset. That's the only experience he has demonstrated.
Is that fair to say?
It's a fact. It's the truth. There's even him cannot deny that.
To limit the powers and the ability.
His greatest achievement as Minister of Petroleum. His greatest achievement is that he helped Wando.
How do you say he helped? Do you have facts to that?
Oh, he did not help them? Why didn't this happen under Goodluck Jonathan?
Is Wando not a private interest?
Why didn't this happen under Goodluck Jonathan? Why didn't it happen under Buhari?
Is Wando the only
Why is it happening under him when it is his family member that is benefiting? Why didn't it happen under the previous government if he didn't help them?
Is there a crime there?
Oh, there's no crime there.
I'm asking. You are the lawyer.
You do not see any conflict of interest?
No, explain to us.
As president and commander-in-chief of a country that you personalize governance, you familiarize governance, that governance now is for about you and your friends and your family. That's what governance should be. That there's no conflict of interest, there's no moral burden or obligation, there's no guilt about what has just happened in the oil sector, and he's a minister of petroleum. Is this how nations should? People have resigned as presidents in other crimes for lesser crimes.
Is that a crime?
Yes, it's a crime.
A crime of what? How do you define?
Conflict of interest.
Is that a crime?
Yes, it is.
Under which law?
Law is not just about the letters and the written words. morality is an integral part of law. Societies exist. Law, the foundation of law is based on morality, and that is why it's a crime.